Hey guys, how you doing? Uncle Bob here once again with another video, and today we're going to be doing what is the best Punisher, or well, at least what's uh, the better Punisher out of these two figures. And the first one is my Marvel Punisher Thomas Jane uh, figure, which is obviously from the 2004 Punisher movie starring Thomas Jane. She's one of my, well, certainly my favourite Marvel character, my favourite film, and that's the Marvel Legends one for it. But didn't actually get the correct guns from the movie, so I think there was a couple, maybe one or two, but not all fully. So I really wanted not only the figure, but I wanted all the weapons, or at least most of them from the movie. So I've got the basic figure, the Marvel Legends Punisher, and I've got all the weapons, or most of them, or ones that closest to the movies. Obviously, are not accurate, but ones closest to the movies, which are quite a lot of them in Thomas Strange. You've seen that movie, there's loads of weapons. So I've got most of the weapons separate, especially for this figure, yeah, to make it look as if it's the Punisher from, from the movie, and try and make it look as close as I could to the Thomas Jane version. So obviously their figure and got all the weapons. It's now one of my favourite figures. The figure itself, and Punisher, the character, and all the weapons. Just a cool figure. So I've got it displayed at the moment, holding a shotgun, one gun. Sorry you can't see it, it's so dark, obviously, but it's the figure. And then the base as well, which I've got for it. Originally had a Marvel Punisher figure, but I didn't have the jacket in the base. So then what I did was I sold my other Thomas Jane Punisher figure, and I bought another one which included the jacket, some other guns which weren't for the movie, the base, and then I just gave him all the weapons and bought a few more as well. So that's that finisher. So that's going to be my Marvel sort of customish ish Punisher, not the actual figures custom, but the weapons custom. So it's going to be that Punisher, Marvel Thomas Jane, versus the pretty cool, which I've just got, the Mezco 112 Punisher Special Ops figure, which is a really, really great figure. Comes with an awesome head sculpt and some cool, very, very cool accessories. So it's going to be this Punisher versus the Mezco Punisher. So we'll look at the all the Marvel Punisher, which is obviously one of my favourite figures. You won't need me to say that enough. But yeah, this is a pretty awesome looking figure. I've got it displayed on the base, but yeah, it's a great looking figure, actually, from the Marvel Punisher, and it just looks great. Actually, Thomas Jane Punisher version. Yeah, and it's just a great looking figure with a skull on it. It's the right proportion. I think the one on Mezco one is too big, but the one on the Punisher Thomas Jane one is really, really cool. I love the head sculpt. I think the skull's great on it. Yeah, really like the figure. The jacket's really, really awesome. It's got loads of bits attached. It's got magazine gun cartridges attached to both shoulders. It's got bullet or grenade cartridges hanging on the jacket. It's got a knife, and I've tucked in another knife in there. Now, I don't know, from what I was trying to say, it's got another knife tucked in there. Some of the knives are non-removable, but I've put in a knife that is removable inside where the gun is on the jacket. Now I was trying to think of, obviously he does have a long black jacket in the movie, but I don't know if he has those stuff attached. I don't know if they've actually, the Marvel Legends, I don't know if they've actually just added that, because as far as I know, I don't know, because he obviously has a long black jacket in that movie, but I don't know if those are accurate. I don't know if they've added those, because I don't remember seeing all stuff attached. So I think that's a bit fabricated. I think they've made that up and added those, because as far as I know, as far as I know, I don't remember seeing him with all those stuff. I remember just having the black jacket. I may have to watch the movie again at some stage to check that. But as far as I know, I don't think they're attached. I think they made that up. They certainly made up a lot of the guns with it. I think that was the only gun, the Desert Eagle Custom, that they had from the movie. I think it's got 2 of those. So I think that was the only gun that was accurate. He had a bazooka, which doesn't have a bazooka in that movie. A couple of other guns that weren't accurate. Yeah, so I think they not got that 100% right. Strange, they did a sort of Marvel Thomas Jane Punisher that was accurate from the movie, but then they didn't give him all the guns. It was a bit strange, and then not sort of fabricated the jacket, made it a bit outrageous with the stuff attached. But yeah, it's still a very, very cool jacket. And as I said, I didn't have the jacket originally. I had gave him another jacket from his WWE Sting figure. So to have the original jacket is really awesome. But yeah, it's really an awesome figure. The Thomas Jane head sculpt. And the suit and the jacket, which is obviously made really extreme. The gun's just come off. But yeah, it's got a really, really awesome base. I think it's great. So I've got holding a shotgun, which obviously I bought separate. Yeah, it's just a really great figure to have on the display stand. It's really, really awesome. And as I said, I've got the accessories here, the long bow and arrow, which is one I got from the it's actually an accessory from a Rambo figure. I think it's from a 12-inch scale Rambo figure. It's like an accessory that you can get that goes onto a Rambo figure. So it's way, way bigger for this figure. This figure's only like 6-inch scale, so it's way, way too big for the figure, and it can't really display it with him. So it's sort of like an accessory to have, sort of just like by the side of him, just lying around. But I just got it anyway because it just looks cool having the accessories with it. But yeah, it's too big for the figure. I mean, you can actually, I did try and actually hold it to get him so it looks like he's firing it like he does in the movie. But yeah, it's way, way too big. And it doesn't stay in his hands, so you couldn't have him displayed holding it, but it still looks pretty cool anyway. But yeah, it's way too big for this figure, but it's still cool. It fires like a real bow. So yeah, it's got that thing. Yeah, it's a real toy, not like a toy bow, won't cause any damage, but it does have the, you can fire it. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's way too big for this figure. And then we've got just loads of guns from the movie. I think this M16 is sort of like a modified one. It quite looks like the one from the movie. It might not be 100% accurate, but it's quite close to it. And then you've got that massive sort of machete knife. That's from a Jason figure. I'll just give him, but you see him, he kills like a couple of goons, or at least one of them. I think it's killed one of them or 2 of them. Kills a couple of goons in the Punisher using a massive knife, machete type thing, and I just thought I'd give him that. It's got a couple of these bombs, and I bought these bombs with skulls on them, and I thought it'd look cool to go with this figure. Obviously, you don't see the you see grenades like this in the movie, this type of style, but you don't see them with the skulls. But I just thought it'd look good. I just thought the skulls just would look good with this figure, although you don't actually see them in the movie. But I just thought it looked good. I've got a couple of those. And then you get this shotgun, which is actually way too big, but you actually can load it up and put little bullets in it, which is quite good. I think it might have a couple in there. Yeah, I think there's a couple in there. I'm not sure how many it got with it. I don't know, it's like 4 or 5, but yeah, you can actually load it up like a real shotgun and put the bullets in there, and then you sort of close it up. That's mini toy sawn-off shotgun. So yeah, it's pretty cool, but unfortunately it's too big for this figure. It's like, I think this must be fetched for like 12-inch or maybe even a bit bigger figure. It's a massive toy shotgun, but it's way too big for this figure. But great because he actually has a gun, and he cuts the end of it off and saws it down to a sawn-off shotgun, because he has it. There's a scene he uses it. It's a full normal size shotgun, but then he cuts it down to a sawn-off shotgun later on in the film. I got it for this figure, but yeah, again, like the bow and arrow, it's way too big, but it's just still cool anyway to have it as an accessory on him. That's why I have it displayed with him. So I've got an hold him another shotgun. It's still cool to have it, and that's the fact it's got the accessories that sort of you can pretend load it up like a shotgun. It's pretty cool, but obviously too big for the fig. You've got another shotgun there, which I believe he uses some or other shotgun, because there's like about But I think there's one where he uses that's from a villain, and he takes it off him and uses it against him. But there's so many weapons in that movie. There's like 3 or 4 different varieties of shotguns. There's like one regular shotgun. I think there's a Remington that he uses, and then there's one that's a villain uses, and then there's sort of like a sort of western old style shotgun, and he saws it down. There's about 3 or 4 different shotguns in that. There's another one there. That was an attempt to saw that down. It was a regular shotgun, then I chopped the end of it to saw it down, but it didn't go so well, so then I ended up getting another shotgun, but there's that as well. And then obviously now this one you see in the Thomas Jane movie Punisher. You see that in the poster, but he doesn't actually use it in the film, but you see it in the poster. You see in the Punisher, there's one poster. I don't know if it's the actual accurate movie, but there's one poster we see him holding that. So I thought it'd just be cool to add that gun from the poster, but you don't actually see him fire it from the movie. Bombs we talked about. You see him hold it. There's a Magnum. Oh yeah, there's the other 2 bullets there lying around. I've got them all in a little plastic case. I keep all the weapons off because they'll just get lost otherwise. But yeah, you see him go to use a Magnum, but then at the end of it gets crushed when he's fighting that big Russian, played by WWE wrestler Kevin Nash. So he's here. He goes to use it, but he doesn't actually fire. He crushes the end of it when he's fighting the Russian in that. There's also another gun that's on. You see, there's a table, an arsenal of weapons, a table in the Punisher movie that's got loads of weapons on it. Some uses you actually see him use to fight when he's fighting the bad guys. But some of the weapons that are on the table, he's got like a whole table full of weapons. You see that scene in the movie, but some of the weapons you don't actually see him fire. You don't actually see them, but they're in the movie itself. I thought I'd just add a couple of weapons to add that effect. I've talked about that. So yeah, it's a really awesome figure, and it's got great weapons, and it's going to take some beating. But yeah, this is the mezco Punisher that I just got recently. It's a really great figure. It comes with a couple of head sculpts. One's got an open mouth, and one's got a closed mouth. And it kind of looks like sort of like the Punisher from Punisher Warzone, but it isn't. But it's kind of like that. It's a special ops figure. I think it's based on like comic or something, or it's just made up. It's not based on any film. But yeah, you get 3 head sculpts, 2 that are like that, and you get one that's the sort of the mask, which is actually, because I've actually got one of these masks. It's from Airsoft Paintball thing, and this is, but they've actually done it as a head sculpt instead of it being, because it is actual mask. But they've actually done it as a head sculpt, so when you change it, it's actually the head. There's an like head inside the head, but they've done it as a head sculpt. But it should be a mask. They should have just done it as a mask and then fitted over the other head sculpt. But they've done it as a head sculpt. Anyway, it's really cool, and that's how I've got it at the moment. I might actually keep it like this. I'm tempted to have one Punisher, like my Thomas Jane one, and then one Punisher like that. I don't know. I might swap it around now and again. But it's really good Punisher. The actual figure itself is really good. The skull on it's quite big, I'd say, and it's sort of with that accessory belt, it's sort of blocking it, so you sort of got to tuck that down. But that looks better when it's sort of laid down. But I don't know if the skull looks too big, but I think it looks better on the Thomas Jane one. But it's a bit too big, I'd guess. But I guess when it's like that, it looks way better. But yeah, it just looks really menacing, doesn't it? Like that, just looks pretty awesome. But yeah, it's a good figure with that accessory bit, and there's a sheath for the knife, which this knife is over there. But yeah, it's a really cool figure. It's kind of like based on the, I'd say the suit's kind of like based on the cartoon version. You've seen the cartoon animated TV series of Spider-Man, where you see the Punisher, and it's kind of like that, where it's got white gloves, white boots, and the whole body's sort of like black with a skull. As where the Punisher, one from the Thomas Jane movie, he's got no gloves, he's got black, the whole suit's black, no black boots instead of white boots, no gloves. So it's kind of like that in terms of the but no jacket with this. So like the one in the cartoon, it has got a jacket. This one has got a jacket. So you get obviously the belt where you put magazine cartridges in, or store any other bits and pieces, and you've got knife sheath there as well. The figure itself is really good articulation, really cool design. Yeah, it's really cool looking figures, they're good articulation, whatever. I've got them holding. Now the weapons you get and accessories, you get loads of bunches to hand. You can change them over. I did have a problem with this, which I've now fixed. Some of the hands, the holes weren't big enough, so I had to remake some of the holes with using a screwdriver to fit them to go in, and also some of the pegs, or one of them got stuck in the thing, then I had to use a tool to get that out. I did another video on that saying about making the holes bigger and getting the pegs removed using 2 tools. And yeah, there was a few issues there. So you get a bunch of hands, a couple of blast effects that go on the end of the gun, so it appears to be looking as if he's firing a gun, and you get a few of those. It's the head sculpts we talked about. You get a big bag as well, so you can get all the accessories. So, for example, if he's holding 2 guns, you can get all the other guns and put them in his bag, or at least a couple of them, all the little bits and pieces you put into his bag as well. You get a cool, really cool base you can put it onto. At this stage, I've got to set up another area where I'm getting some other figures on display, because I've got some other figures that need to be displayed that I haven't yet, and I need to sort out display area so I can display them better. So he'll be getting displayed eventually when I sort that out onto the base if I can. If I can't fit him onto the base, I'll just have him there standing there, maybe his bag with the weapons just next to him or whatever. But get a really cool base, like the pun for Marvel Punisher, so get a base as well, which is really cool. Loads of weapons, you get a knife. Oh yeah, the 2 guns. You get the M16 that's sort of modified with a grenade launcher as well, and you can get little bombs to go in grenades, I should say, into the grenade section, so it looks like he's appearing to fire it, which is cool. So you put the grenades into there, so it appears as if he's going to be firing it. That's the grenade section of the modified M16. I think it is a modified M16. I thought it was an M4 or M14 or something, but I think it's a modified M16. It's kind of similar to the one that's used in the Punisher 2004 movie. It's kind of similar, but it isn't. I think I'm leaning towards it sort of being an M4 and M14 or whatever it is. Keep forgetting the names of them, but yeah, it's kind of like that, but it isn't. It's different. But I think these guns, I think again similar to guns, because guns from 2004 Punisher movie are based on real guns. They're just modified, and I think these are not made up guns. These are actually based on real guns as well. They're not made up. So this is definitely a gun that's got the grenade launcher. Or I don't know if I've seen a grenade launcher or whether that's modified, but it's sort of a section where you can put the grenade launcher on it. But anyway, it's modified 16, which I've got him on display. And the other gun that I've got him holding is, I think it's a Mac 10 or something like that. Mac 10 with the silencer screwed on top, so it's a rapid fire. So I've got him holding that. You get also, which is a cool minigun, which is obviously made famous in mostly by in Terminator 2 Judgment Day, when you see Arnie using the minigun. Also, you see the minigun in King Kong, I believe, the old movie. You see that firing, but that's from. Actually, you see that them firing it from a helicopter. It's attached. It is actually a helicopter gun. It's not actually a gun that's supposed to be held by a person. It's actually supposed to be attached to helicopters. That's what the actual original miniguns are for. It was only ever used attached to helicopters. You see that used when they're shooting at King Kong in the first movie. You see them attached to the helicopter in that movie. Was it a helicopter or a plane? It's a helicopter or a plane. You see him attached to that anyway. Either one, maybe it's both. Used in that, but actually, because Arnie's such a big guy, you actually see him. He actually uses the minigun. It's obviously supposed to be meant for a helicopter, but you see him using the minigun because he's such a big guy, and they thought it'd just be cool to have him firing the minigun in Terminator 2, iconically used in that. And also iconically used in Predator, the first movie. Blaine, played by Jesse Ventura, uses that as well. He's a big guy as well, so they got him firing that as well. So yeah, you see that a couple of times with Predator, Terminator 2, by 2 big guys firing a minigun, and then obviously you get one with this figure as well. And also you get a massive bazooka rocket launcher as well, and I think a little Glock as well, which is cool. little knife that goes in the back. There's little bombs, quite similar to the bigger bombs on the Thomas Jane version, but these are smaller bombs. And yeah, it's a really, really awesome, cool figure. This is a really cool art figure. Good articulation, looks cool. Great design. But I think I'm going to say that the Marvel Punisher is the better one out of the two, or at least it's my favourite because it's sort of based on a film. And because of the fact that I've got all the other weapons, I think I'm going to say that is the better figure. But this has got some things that are cool, like the couple of head sculpts and the mask, and the fact that you can load the gun up with bombs, and also you can change the cartridges, the magazine cartridges inside them as well, which is pretty good. And there's really good detail in the actual magazine cartridges. You get the really good. I don't know if you can see that. It's not going to focus, but you can see that there's the bullets actually inside. They're non-removable, but the detail on that is that you can actually see the bullets inside the actual magazine cartridge as well, which is quite good detail. So you can actually see the bullets inside there, so you load it up as appears as if it's going to be firing. But yeah, some really, really cool accessories with that, and it's a really great figure. They're quite the same. I mean, they're going to be great figures anyway, but I think, yeah, I'm going to have to say it's the Thomas Punisher figure, just base, because it's my favourite version of him, of the Punisher, and definitely one of my, if not my favourite figures, certainly one of my favourite top 5, definitely my favourite Marvel character. I just love the Punisher design of it, what he stands for, just, you know, after the tragic events of his family getting killed, and they're just out for not revenge, but punishment against criminals, and yeah, just hell bent on punishing criminals. But yeah, they're both really awesome figures, but I think definitely the Marvel Legend one is going to take my vote. But yeah, they're both really, really good figures. Mezco one's got great accessories. I think that's going to be it for this, guys. Gone through a lot of stuff. I think that's going to be it for this. Thought I'd just sort of like quick verses, just the fact that I've got that Mezco Punisher. I just thought it'd be a bit fun, just to do sort of a face-off and comparing both figures. And just in a Punisher sort of mood at the moment to do. Bring Marvel Punisher into play and sort of doing that. So guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you found it fun and entertaining. I'm certainly going to need a drink now because my mouth's gone completely dry after all that nattering and talking. And I hope you don't mind all my explanation and talking. Certainly does take a lot out of your voice. I enjoy making these videos. So guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos. See you guys next video. Take care, bye for now. See you soon. Thanks for watching.